Hey everyone, AJ here from Whole Latte Love, introducing the Crem ONE HX PID Espresso machine. It's the first in a series of 4 Crem models titled the One. On the outside, they all look nearly identical, but the internal components and feature sets make each one unique in their own way. In this video, we're focusing on the One HX PID, but we'll be releasing full video reviews for each model, so stay tuned for more looks at the full lineup. Today, we'll go over what makes the One HX PID a value powerhouse, from adjustable PID temperature control, ability to run a water and drain line, a shot mirror, a commercial certification, a trick for automatic milk frothing, and a full internal tour of the machine. The Crem ONE HX PID is an impressive heat exchange espresso machine that improves upon its legendary predecessor, the Expobar Office Lever, which was also produced by Spanish parent company Crem. The One HX PID features a huge 1.7-liter copper boiler with brass end plates, 1300-watt heating element, vibration pump, Crem's unique E61 brew group, externally adjustable brew pressure, and 1.8-liter removable water reservoir. One thing that sets the One HX PID apart from other vibration pump machines is the option to plumb it into a direct water line, making it so you never have to refill your water tank. With the choice to hook up an included drain line into the drip tray, you can have a self-contained cafe-style setup in the comfort of your own home. Or, due to the SGS certification, you could set the One HX PID up in a low-volume cafe or other commercial settings for a fraction of the cost of other similar machines. If you are plumbing in the machine, you'll need to turn a lever on the bottom from tank to tap. You'll also need to go into the service menu and let the machine know you're using a direct line source. To do this, turn off the machine, then turn it back on while holding the left button. Scroll to A01 and change this setting to N for net. Another feature unique to Crem is the Pre-Infusion Chamber milled into the brew group above the shower screen. This area provides extra space for water to fill up and begin dripping onto the coffee bed before building up to full pressure, pre-wetting your grounds in the process. Combine that in a machine with a vibration pump and you get a more gradual buildup of pressure before flow through the puck, leading to less channeling. On the face of the machine, you'll see a dual pressure gauge displaying readings for both boiler pressure and brew pressure. Combining these into one gauge helps keep an uncluttered look to the One HX PID. The angled section at the base of the faceplate serves as a perfect shot mirror to monitor extractions if you have a bottomless portafilter. This can help diagnose issues with your puck preparation or identify channeling, and it saves you from having to bend over to see what's underneath. Plus, it just looks really cool. On a similar angle is the display for the PID and shot timer, which can be easily seen from above and ties into the look of the rest of the machine. The design of the drip tray provides a huge work surface for creating your specialty drinks, dispensing hot water, and steaming. This extra space, combined with the range of the long steam wand, even allows you to steam into a pitcher while it's sitting on the tray without you having to intervene at all. This could be used as a sort of automated milk frothing system. Just fill and place your pitcher in a position where the steam tip is right at the milk's surface and open the half-turn steam knob. With proper placement, you'll start injecting air, and as the milk continues to expand and swirl, it will cover the steam holes and continue mixing. Today, I'm using a 16-ounce Brewista frothing pitcher with a heat-activated temperature readout on it. Since this process is completely hands-free, I can be doing other prep work or cleanup while my milk is frothing, just keeping an eye on the decal to know when to stop it. Of course, doing it this way is completely optional, and you still have full power to manually steam like normal if you wish. Another great feature integrated into the work surface is a removable center tray. This allows for brewing into taller cups or mugs and gives you plenty of room for using a scale. Underneath that is one of the largest drip trays I've ever seen on this style of machine, and I found myself having to empty it far less than usual. The center display on the One HX PID is very straightforward. It not only shows your group temperature, but also doubles as a shot timer when the pump is activated. To adjust your brew temperature, press and hold both buttons on the display until you see T1. Then, press the left or right buttons to set your desired temperature. Note that the numbers you're seeing here are the actual boiler temps. After a moment, it will revert back to T1 and then back to your default display. At this point, you are seeing the brew temperatures at the group based on an offset from the current boiler temperature. So again, you're adjusting your boiler temp in the menu, but you're seeing your brew temp on the display during normal operation. To switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius, access the service menu the same way we talked about earlier, then go to HO2 and select F or C. The One HX PID's beauty goes far beyond its outward appearance. To give us a tour of the internals, I pulled in Todd, who has been working closely with Crem for a number of years on these machines and even visited their production facilities in Gandia, Spain to get a hands-on look at their operation. Since the early development stages of the One line, Todd has been testing, providing feedback, and driving improvements to the design and functionality of the machines. So let's go to the expert for a look under the hood.
Thanks, AJ. Let's take a look inside. We're going to start over on the side here. This here is your solenoid valve, which is your fill for the boiler. This will give for your hot water and your steam. Now over here you have this tube, copper tube off the top of the boiler, leads over to here. And this is unique, the way Crem does this. It's your pressure relief valve. And so if the pressure relief valve does go, it contains all the steam inside here. It doesn't blow all over the unit. Then it comes down and out into the drip tray. This tube here, this leads to your hot water dispenser for your valve here. Now here's your 1.7 liter boiler, and I can show you a little bit of that. That's a nice copper boiler with a brass end plate. Brass end plates are nice. They can drill and tap anything they want into that. Now on top of the machine, you have your high limit underneath here. Over here, your temperature probe for your PID. Your vacuum relief valve, standard one there. There's your fill probe for the boiler. Water gets low, that lets the control board know and fills it back up. And here this goes over to your steam pressure gauge. And here's your tubes going to your E61 brew group for your thermal siphon. That's an end switch, so when the reservoir comes in, that tab makes a connection. And I can get it from here. So that way the board knows that you have the reservoir in place. And turn it right around here. Oh, this is a unique feature. I like this down here. This cap comes off when you want to hook up your water line. And here you have a solenoid valve here that operates only when the pump is operating. That way it acts as a safety. So you don't have any water spilling inside the machine if some of the tubes open up for some crazy reason. And this here is your water line that hooks onto it. And this is a backflow preventer. That helps you get your SGS approval, which is like a NSF for use in commercial kitchens. And that just screws right onto there. Comes with this handy little elbow here to help with your plastic tubing. In here we have our static relay. And then up here is your control board, custom made for this machine. Down here, there's your OPV for adjusting your brew pressure. We like to set this up at 10 bar pressure with backflush disc in. Now to get at that, when the housing is on, you have to come down through here. There's a couple ways to get at it. One, if you take out like a piece of duct tape rolled up, put on there, you might be able to pull it off. And if that doesn't come, you take a little pointer here and you can pull it right out. Then you reach up with a skinny screwdriver and you can make your adjustments like that. And then just put the cover right back on. Now come around to the other side here. That's obviously your water reservoir, your pump in there. There's your connection to your pump and your pressure gauge. So that's the basics on the inside of the machine on the Crem One HX.
Thanks to Todd for taking us through the insides of the Crem One HX PID. All of us here at Whole Latte Love are really excited about this machine, as well as the rest of the One lineup. Though the HX PID is the base model in the series, it's packed full of features, elegant design choices, and is possibly the best value commercially certified PID heat exchanger. The machine is available now from Whole Latte Love, and I'll include a link down in the video description to it, as well as any other product used in this video. Keep an eye on this channel for full video reviews of the rest of the Crem One lineup, and as always, be sure to come back for more of the best on everything coffee, brought to you by Whole Latte Love.